Let's talk about credit repair. You got a million credit repair companies out there, and which is the best one to choose? Well, the thing is with credit repair, anybody could start their own credit repair or hire some kid or some flunky that just thinks they can do it, and they can guinea pig your file all the way to the next 2 or 3 years and never get it done. And as a lot of you know that have tried it with all these other companies, it never gets done and you never get into funding. Because they don't get into funding, they have no motivation, so therefore they're not going to get it done, because credit repair is a lot of work, and it actually, to finish it, you got to do a lot, and I charge less than what it costs me to do it, so it gets done. So the average time is 45 days. Now it can be sooner or it can be later. Now, if somebody says point blank, oh, we're going to be done with your credit in a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, and flat statement, they're totally lying completely. It don't matter what keywords or new, which is an old invention, terminology they use, e-Oscar or Metro 2 or whatever. Stuff's been around 20 some years. It don't matter if they say that or they have electronic, whatever. All these things, that's been around so long. And they don't know what they're talking about, because I've been doing this a long time, and everybody can start it and say they do credit repair, but that doesn't mean anything. If you don't have, like I said, you don't have proof of funding, you don't have proof of nothing, because it's all in the funding. So these people jump into it, or like a person jumping into trucking industry is like a piranha, like a big piece of meat in a sea of piranha. Same with credit repair. You can jump into it, but the complexity of different credit issues is different for every issue and every file, basically. So you're going to be paying these people to pipe dream their way through attempting to fix what they can't fix and never done fix, because they can't get funding. They never fixed it, so they didn't do it. So things change with the credit repair industry, and these companies aren't up to date, and they never were able to do it because they can't get funding. Now, some of you go do it on your own, and you go buy the ebook, and the ebook's even more outdated information. And not only that, it's such generic stupidity of half the people on the internet in their little t-shirt and their gay bling, and they think they're professionals because they're selling drugs on the side and act like they're making money or getting people money. I mean, anybody can get a credit card, which destroys your personal credit and destroys your corporate credit, and not to mention the maximum funding ratio. If you're not getting the maximum amount of the credit available, it really destroys your credit even more. And the inquiries and the turndowns, that destroys your credit even 10 times more. So they're destroying your credit on like 4 different levels. And not to mention that about everything is expectations. When I say average time is 45 days, that's why I'm saying average time. Now, there is a file because you hacked on it yourself, or you had a bunch of these kids, these idiot kids out there doing credit repair attempts, will jack up your file. It could take us a year to undo all this crap. And yeah, I've had files take that long because of their files being so jacked up. Or you're gonna bring me a file with 100-some thousand plus in credit card debt or whatever, that, well, gonna take longer. But everybody on their net is out there and they say, well, I want to try it on my own. I'm going to get the ebook, and the ebook going to teach me, or this ghetto ebonics dude, white or black, whatever, this thug person that can't even dress right or speak right or even have any knowledge of the real special skills or abilities or what intricacies are on each different item, is just going to give you one, lack of knowledge. They're not going to tell you up front. They'll just tell you point blank what you want to hear, and it's not going to go anywhere. So they're going to tell you how to fix credit so you can buy a corp from them that's stolen and dissolved, and that's their main thing. So they're going to give you all this free advice that doesn't work. So everybody's into all this credit repair trick this, credit repair trick that, credit repair trick everywhere on the internet, 5,000 videos. Yet none of them Nobody out there has any proof of funding but me. They have some credit card proof, but big deal. So the people that fall for I'll do it myself, well, you're going to get overwhelmed really quick because you got all this misinformation and you're not going to be able to pull it off and finish it. Like I said, it could take you 2 or 3 years. I have clients come back to me all the time. And some of my own clients, a lot of times, I've repaired the files 2 or 3 times. So if you're doing it on yourself, not only you have your own emotional stress and the complexity of getting it, and you have no real guidance or real knowledge of the other side of things in the funding aspect, because if no one's finished the credit repair and the people that are telling you this advice never got real money, and I'm talking like credit lines and loans in the up to $1 million+, etc., or $300,000-$400,000 increments, not credit card garbage, gonna jack up your file. And yes, as a point of fact, I'm gonna say, expectation-wise, yeah, you could bring me a file that's jacked up, will take a year. I'll point blank say it. If you got like buried in inquiries, like 20-some, 30-some inquiries in the last 6 months, well, that may not take a year, but it's going to guarantee it's going to take like 3 months, maybe 6 months, because you jacked it up. One turn down, you got to quit attempting to do funding. But all these idiots out there want to bury you in credit cards because they can't even get funding for one credit card. So they'll nail it with like 20 at a time so they can do their no pay up front, no retainer up front funding, and get you crap for funding and not even get anything but a $5,000 credit card, or not even that. So all these people making money off the corporations don't care what they tell you about credit repair. They don't care what they tell you about information on how to get credit cards. You can learn the order of getting credit cards, how to get business credit cards in this order and that order, which is good. But when you do that and you're messing up the maximum funding ratio, so if you go to all the ones down the list, oh, these are good credit cards, these are good credit cards, and you're getting like 50% available, 40% what's available, or 10% what's available, you're blowing up your file. You're destroying your file completely. And then you have all these idiots saying, well, we get you business funding on credit cards at 0% interest for 12 months. So get into our real estate 4-unit, non-owner occupied rental properties and rehab them and make money. Well, you're maxing out the credit card. So when it comes down to paying back your credit card, your credit is destroyed. So their whole model is retarded. It doesn't even make sense. And doing non-owner occupied rental investment properties at 4 units or less, you're gonna rehab it, you put all that money into it, and your margin of profit is so low compared to like commercial real estate, where you could walk into an apartment, buy it for $2 million and double the price of it in literally a month. But your rental property, 4 units and less, is only, you could buy the property, put in $50,000-$60,000, and only pocket maybe the same, $40,000-$50,000, big deal. Whereas commercial real estate, you're doubling from $2 million to another $2 million pure profit, and you're working every inch of that. So you're really buying yourself an hourly job, because everybody in single family commercial real estate or duplexes, 3plexes, not even that many even get into 4plexes, which would be better, but still 4plexes don't increase in the value, still dependent upon all the residential properties around the area. So no matter how hard you're killing yourself and you're putting in all the hours and you got all the people working for you and you have no real construction brains, like, man, I could get you into such heavy duty construction stuff and teach you the knowledge of things that would blow your mind on commercial level, and the price and the cost to get things done like nobody else. But you're listening to people's model that is flawed and not even work, and not even going to work. And you're doing it yourself. You have nothing you don't even know what to expect and what to overcome and what's going to work, what's not going to work. But anyhow, I'm just giving you the reasons about all the issues that are out there and what to know and what to think about and really realize. When I haven't done it before, people go all around the internet and it never gets done, and then I can't get them into other things. And it's a good bet that I'm the best, because credit repair is the smallest, lowest product I have. Because once I have you in credit repair and we build trust and you can see that it's working, then you'll get into commercial real estate or corporate funding and get into the real money. Not only that, I have more proof of credit repair than anybody on the internet. Not only that, I got more proof of funding, and all the money's in funding. And if people don't have any proof of funding, that proves they can't get credit repair done, because all the money is in the funding, commercial real estate, or other products. Now, I can get off check systems, early warning systems. I can remove inquiries, settle for less accounts, foreclosures, child support. I can change to positive, liens, 30-day and 90-day lates. Even on some mortgages, $1 million plus mortgages. For extra fee, I could change the lates to positive. I've done that before. Charge off collections, repossessions, as long as, can't really change 30-day lates. I can, sort of 30-day lates on a car that you currently have. I can help you with that, but in general, I can't guarantee that, but I can guarantee these other things, these other items. And closed by guarantor, which is all your AUs that you paid for, and it shows up closed on your credit report. It looks terrible. Not only that, I can set your credit file up to get funding and get you into the next level. And I provide you with all the primaries and how to build your file up so we can get funding. Because here, it's not done until you are funded. And then that's just round one. If it's a really bad file, round one could be like 100,000. Then we'll go to round 2 and 3, and then get you into corporate credit, and up to $1 million your first round in corporate credit, which is loans and lines of credit, not credit card garbage. Nobody else does that. Nobody even talks about that. And most of them out there, they can't afford a normal shirt, and they're wearing t-shirt with fake bling, or like their drug dealer bling, and not getting anywhere. So, like I said, you want to see proof of funding, which proves we can get credit repair. I have it right here. And that's over $1 billion worth of funding. And there's multiple $1 billion deals in here, as well as business credit. And all this is corporate credit. And it goes on and on and on. And I'll do a whole video on that separately. But back to the credit repair, you're talking the maximum funding and getting everything done. The average time on credit repair is like 45 days. If you've been around the block, it could take longer. But anybody else says Metro 2, eOscar, and all these other trick AI or whatever, all these new terms that they actually think they know what they're talking about in credit repair, that stuff's been around. It's not new, and AI isn't new. That just produces letters and stuff and keeps you from typing. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't have anything for a real solution, and none of them have any proof of funding, because all they're doing is still beta testing, guinea pigging these things that have been around for 20 years, and you just hear the new term, and it's their new key term to get clients. So when they fail, they just disappear, open up a new website, and they got nothing to lose. Anyhow, I don't fail no matter how long it takes and how bad it is. The worst I've had is like 22 bankruptcies and files as big as a phone book. So it's my best interest to get you done and funded and teach you how to get your score up. And that's why I send you a list of primaries to add and the rules and how to build your credit. And I can help you on that one-on-one. Like I said, child support, I can remove from your credit report. School loans, I can make positive. 30 to 120 day lates. Unless it's on a car, I can't change. But normally I can change those to positive. And I have proof of all this. Nobody else has any proof of any of this. And like I mentioned, proof on videos, and then tons of proof of scores, clients, testimonials, on and on and on. And this is like for whole pages. I have the most current proof is like a week old, all the way clear down to, I mean, I have years of proof. I don't know. I've been doing this for so many years. I've been doing it longer than eBay on the internet. So anyhow, if you're interested in actually getting your credit repair done and getting into funding, it's creditrepair.millionaire.com, or you want to check out everything also, it's at my main website, Capital Cash Empire.com. And that's got everything on there as well, but I'll go into each of these in more detail also. So if you're interested, I've got even more proof over here, and you can't go wrong because we'll get you in the funding and get you taken care of. If you'd like to get your credit repair done or start into business funding or commercial real estate, or get your corporation funded, my number is 312-473-4163, or you want to text me at 312-218-8737. Give me a call. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.